on, you guys? This is your boy J.DAREL stepping back into the sanctuary, giving you laughter, realness, and reality. What's going on, you guys? I am so happy to be back in the sanctuary to come chop it up with you guys, come talk with you guys. This is the third day of the new year of 2018, and I want to say to all my saints, to all my supporters, to everybody who will come across this video, Happy New Year. I speak prosperity, love, joy, peace, and happiness, and everything that's going to go with this year that's going to get you to the next level, whether it's being your Christian walk, whether it's your everyday life, and whether it's just you personal with your setting goals, your resolutions. I pray that everything that is for you is for you, that you go after. This is the year to get that bag and go after it. That's J.DAREL speaking. But anyway, I'm stepping back into the sanctuary to talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Season 1, Episode 1. I'm just giving you my thoughts. I'm not going to get into the whole review or basically going down part by part or even really pretty much giving you my thoughts. I'm just going to give you a review of what I've thought about it. As far as camera editing, the people who are involved, as far as the cast members, as well as what I thought about the season premiere. And then I'm going to watch the second episode to see if this is something that either I'm going to continue to review or something I will continue to go back as far as giving you a recap and then give you my thoughts as far as a full review. But with that being said, just pretty much I'm probably going to do that. Speaking that Hollywood and Miami is the only two shows that's on the Love and Hip Hop franchise that I have not dealt with from the season premiere all the way up until the closing or a couple of seasons. Everything else I've pretty much watched, and then I end up getting into the YouTube game way after. So this is something I can start from the beginning and possibly keep going. I can see somewhere in this season, just based on the premiere, that we could possibly get some more good seasons before they start adding stuff and start doing production stuff that's going to antagonize them and try to get views and stuff. Basically, when their life begin to get boring. But with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about it. What is you guys' thoughts on the whole episode? I watched a little bit of it. I actually got probably a couple of minutes to go, but I pretty much watched all of it, or most of the exciting parts in the season premiere, to go ahead and do this video and upload it. Basically let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm going to be consistent and definitely going to get out. So this year, before we even get into this year, I'm telling you, it's going to be a year for y'all, and a year for y'all watching me to prosper as far as getting that back, as far as getting back into entertainment, started basically being consistent to where my channel is getting back to opening the doors. When I first kicked off the channel, I was getting engagements and getting opportunities like that. I need to get back to that. And plus, I miss being consistent and chopping it up. It actually missed a lot of my tools as far as editing and, all of that. But right now, I'm actually glad that I'm working on that right now, because I'm actually going through appearance change right now. I know y'all see the waves and see the long sideburns, which I'm keeping all that. But as far as the wave is concerned, I'm actually going back to my curly look. It's cold as hell in here in Houston. It's too cold to be wearing a fade. So I'm pretty much going to be doing that. Probably go full style. Probably go as far as the Big Sean look, as far as a full curly look. I'm probably not going to go too big. Just keep it simple and keep this going. Probably fade this as far as shape-wise, speaking my sideburns. But other than that, and then after that, that's what I'm going to go through, is doing a new photo shoot for the year of 2018, as well as doing my new opener. Once I go ahead and take care of the issue that's going on with my camera as well as my computer. So just be on the lookout. But we're just going to do straight intro. My old intro, which I cut it, is not as long. So I cut that intro, and then we're going to go straight into the video. And that's that. Are we ready? I don't know why I don't like this glare making me look like I ain't washed my face. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to this video. Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 1, season premiere. What was you guys' thoughts? My personal thought is, first episode, it gave me, I'm going to say that it was interesting. And the reason why I said it was interesting, based on the thing of it being new, and based on new characters, people that we've seen in the forefront, people we heard of in the blogs and things like that. It seems like Shay kept going and stayed him on his eye and probably paid her bills and did enough, throwing drinks and shouting at Erica and Scrappy, to the point to where when it came to Miami and her dating Pleasure P, So it basically solidified her a spot in the opener as well as the main cast member. Which girl, I ain't mad at you. Get your bag, do what you gotta do. F who you gonna F, suck who you gonna suck, and ride who you gonna ride. And I guess it got you a bag. It got you an open credits. That's all in stunts and shows that you done pulled over in Atlanta. So get your bag, do what you do. We ain't mad at you. We just need you to get it together and be on your grown woman stuff. By the way, I can say that even while we're on Eric and Shay and she's dating Pleasure P, 1/4 of Pretty Ricky, we're gonna get into that right after I get off of Shay. Shay's look, as far as the confession, I like her confession look, which it wasn't too many looks that Shay have done as far as appearance wise that I did not like. So I really don't have too much bad things to say about Shay as far as her look and as far as her fashion goes. She's on point, she's been on point, and I'm happy about it. With her dating Pleasure P, it looked kind of forced, and the reason I'm going to say it looked kind of forced due to the fact that she's moved from Atlanta dating him and getting on the show while he's on the show to get them a storyline. It doesn't seem as authentic. But as you know, Shay is that bounce around type chick. And it's like, it seems like from Flavor Flav to Charm School to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and now Love and Hip Hop Miami and other shows she's been on, it's like this different Shay. It's like a whole totally different Shay. It's like we kind of liked Shay back then, but now it's like this shade like we can't get rid of. It's like this shade that won't go away. It's like this shade that just like bounce on her dick so she get her a Louis Vuitton bag and get her a couple of red bottoms, some bloody shoes, and a couple of checks. And hey, get it how you get it. But with that being said, it's like, girl, like you doing too much. Like it's like calm down, be normal. But you know, it's 2018. Normal is what it is. But she's dating Pleasure P, and Pleasure P is supposed to be getting Pretty Ricky back together. And when I seen them step up on my 55-inch flat screen, I said, what the hell are we looking at? 10 years later, and it's like y'all went from chicken to steak, and I don't mean financial wise, I mean huge. Like Pleasure P, Pretty Ricky, Pleasure P was never the one with the six pack. He was always the one who had just a little push that it didn't go, that it met the belt but it didn't go over the belt. Everybody else had six pack, and then dude with the dreads, he was never appealing to pretty much the eye based upon. Everybody liked him because he was the gangster in the rap, and the other one he had the southern flavor. That's why they liked him. But between him, the one who's giving us too much, he's giving us security check, because he's steady coming at Pleasure B, because Pleasure B done went solo and got a couple of albums and still have a fan base who still understand who he is. But everybody else, the only person that looks normal, who look like they didn't go totally under, that look like they saved a couple of checks and still living good, is Spectacular. Spectacular look like he still couldn't go from now into then and still wouldn't tell no difference. But the other ones, they didn't gain weight. They look like they went from staying in a penthouse to apartments. They look like they on Section 8. And the other, y'all can go back to my previous video of me talking about the other one with that crackheaded sex tape he tried to release to get back in that public eye, but he wasn't doing it. His dreads is still not all the way together. I don't know if this is a 305 Miami twang that they don't keep their dreads up, but I don't get it. At least get an edge up, get some black china paint. Do something, because you look raggedy. But this other one, y'all have to feel me. It's been 10 years. I ain't listened to Pretty Ricky since Pretty Ricky was hot. And just like they come back 10 years later and trying to get the group together. It's been 10 years since I've seen them, so I don't know the name. So y'all gonna have to get me together about that a little bit later. But it's like, what's going on? And then he getting on there trying to go at, I'm like, what is going on? You giving me, I need the security bag. Like, I ain't got no more checks left. You look like you trying to get on Love and Hip Hop Miami, because you doing too much. You got all this pent up frustration, and you just doing too much way too early. It's just the first episode. And you complain about what you did and what you did that. Obviously, if you're complaining about what you did, how many studio sessions you done stayed overnight, how many songs you done produced, how many songs you done wrote, how many songs you done did this and that on, why you look the way you look? Why are you coming on complaining? I'll be happy to come home and get me a couple of more checks to add to the checks I've been saving since I ain't been at work in 10 years. I mean, what's really the deal? I just don't get it. He's almost like the Raspy, but I wouldn't say the Raspy in a sense because Raspy had a point of what was going on behind the scenes. But he's just giving me like you fucked up my money type Erica Mena type stuff. Like, that's what you giving me. You giving me like I'm not ready to get to this bag. You get up here like, okay, the cameras are on. Let's give them a show. That's what you're giving me. But hey, it is what it is. But with that, then we get the Latina, the Black Afro Latina Negra. And she's meeting with this producer, Mr. Hollywood, and she's bringing her mother. Girl, I'm like, girl, when she put up to a business meeting, a business party with her mother, I was like, okay, girl, you need to do better. You know, I know this is 6 months prior, but I mean, we don't bring mothers to business meetings. We don't bring mothers to industry parties because we all know what goes on at those meetings and industries party, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But we just don't know. I think that was a bad business move. You can see the immaturity in her. You can tell that right now she's still in the Latina mindset as far as industry goes. But we need to go ahead. If you're trying to go mainstream, we don't bring our mothers unless they are our managers to our business meetings. And some things was exchanged between her of trying to go over into the mainstream with being a Black Afro Latina as far as skin, Latina as far as accent, Latina as far as geography, as well as the whole Afro is concerned. She's basically giving everybody we will overcome tease. But in that sense, I understood what the producer was saying, and at the end of the day, he is not lying. I can see how it can come off racist. I can see how it can come off as him being an asshole. I can see as it come off as him being an F-boy. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to migrate over from Latina over to mainstream, there is a couple of appearances that needs to be changed. And that's just not by him saying that. That's what the industry is. That's what mainstream is. That's what the audience is looking for. That is what mainstream America and industry is looking for. That's not saying that, hey, you cannot make it, but just saying you're just not going to get as far as you want to go with that look. And at the end of the day, what he said was correct. I can see how I could offend people. I can see, well, my look doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you're not a Mariah Carey, if you're not the Beyonce's, if you're not the Tyler, what is girl name? The Tyra Banks of the industry. You see how hard the plus size chick had to fight to stand her chance. If you're not ready to put in that work, then sweetheart, you're not ready to advance in the industry. So you cannot get mad at somebody because he's not going to be the first person who's going to approach you about your appearance and about your look. At the end of the day, I like the curly afro. You look beautiful. I love you embracing who you are, where you come from, and you embracing your ethnicity. But mainstream America and the audience, that's what it is. You can't get mad at him for saying that. And as him, I wouldn't be apologizing. The only thing I will apologize as far as the set that I may have offended you about what I said, but at the end of the day, that's what it is, sweetheart. And if you're not going to change, don't change. Just stay over there in the Latina area. Yeah, that's what I have to say about her character. As far as Trina and Trick Daddy, of course, they the OGs. We know when we think of 305, we think of Miami, we think of those music, we think of them. Point, period, and blank, period. That's what it is. So, and we sing Gunplay. Gunplay is a hot artist. I've heard of him, and I've also heard of him being on the bars, especially with the situation of him almost losing his freedom. So I pretty much know who Gunplay is. I know who Trina was, know who Trick Daddy was. So in a sense, and I think I've heard about Mr. Hollywood, but it is what it is. But in that sense, they're basically OGs. They're the people that people are going to be coming to, talking to, trying to get on, trying to get records free, trying to get advice from. In that sense. So I'm getting some good vibes from the first episode. I have to watch the second episode to see if this is something I'm going to have enough energy, if they're going to give me enough energy to go ahead and get behind camera. Because if it's in 2018, if it's not giving me energy, if it's not giving me anything to look forward to, and to come here and be entertaining and be exciting from you guys, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time even turning on my camera to review something that's boring. That's not going to be it. So if this is going to give me what I need to advance, and I'm ready to put on for you guys. I'm ready to review. I'm ready to put it out there and get you guys thoughts about it. But as for everything, it's giving me good vibes. I'm ready to see how everything goes. I'm ready to see the drama that it takes. I'm ready to see where the Latina storyline goes of trying to convert cross over from Latina to the mainstream with dealing with her appearance and everybody's opinions regarding that. I think that would be a very good topic to come and talk about. If I don't have anything else to talk about related to this episode. And what else? I'm excited to see what Trina has to offer. And her cousin is giving me too much. I understand what you're trying to do. And it's like, at this point, I understand that in the industry and mainstream and in the world today that being gay, first of all, is not going to be accepted. And secondly, being flamboyant and feminine all at once in the rap industry in Miami and in industry period is not going to be accepted. Before all of the odds that you have fighting against you, to have the attitude and to have the persona that you're trying to possess in this industry as well as on this show is not going to be accepted. First of all, you're not even professional. You're not even someone that I would want to have a business meeting with, to talk about, to even bring you out, to even take a chance on my reputation, on my business, on my corner, on me securing my bag, to even take a chance on you. So with all the odds that you're fighting against, now you're going to have a bad attitude, now you're going to have a bad persona, and now you're going to be not going to be professional. I'm going to tell you, the only reason why he's on the show is 1, his connection to Trina, and 2, he has no problem with turning up, and 3, he fits the mold that Mona Scott was seeking for as far as the gay community. She wanted someone who's had no choice of running out at the mouth, who's going to be gay, so she can tap into the LGBTQ community, and 4, that had no problem with acting a fool when he needs to act a fool to get his coin. So at the end of the day, she fits the mold, and of course we're going to see a lot more of him as we prolong. At the end of the day, that's all I got as far as Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 1 Episode 1. I will see you guys next week. Hopefully, if Episode 2 gives me what it needs to give me to come and give you a full recap and review on it. So with that being said, guys, enjoy your year, enjoy your week. I will see you guys next week. This is your boy J.DAREL. Make sure you follow me on all social media sites. Information will be in the more info box down below. And this is J.DAREL, stepping out of the sanctuary. We give you laughter, realness, and reality. Peace.